Go.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Pony Up Podcast. We got the Louis V, we got the Gucci Mane, we got the Gucci Mane's Mangy Gooch Podcast. How y'all doing?
All right, Johnny's doing the intro every week from here on out.
Oh no!
Oh my
Him
god.
doing the intro was such a mistake.
The audio is already. Look at it. It's. Thank you for that.
Well, that was Johnny. I'm Sam.
And I'm Nick.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Oof.
It's been a solid week, and I know you miss our sweet voices. So we're back.
Yeah.
In our completely
Inebriated.
inconsistent upload schedule. It's all cool.
Shout out. I just want to hold on. I want to first address that I recognize now that I have not been speaking properly into my microphone for 2 weeks. But we're gonna build on that. We're gonna get better. So okay, Sam, take it over.
Okay, I'm just gonna start. This is the tweet that I don't know why I found it as funny as I did.
It's my favorite part. Of
It's
everything.
just, is maroon just navy red?
I saw that.
Dude, the thing is, it's a joke, but every time we read one of these tweets, it blows my mind.
It makes sense. I agree with that.
Is maroon just navy? Like, who thought of that?
What would be
These are all high thoughts.
It's like violet, navy, purple. Like.
I guess so, yeah. I don't know what constituted like navy being a darker. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was a dumb tweet. I laughed at it much longer than I should have. And so I
Subjected you poor people to it.
I'm putting it on the pod.
I'm glad that you enjoyed it, Sam.
Okay.
Whatever makes you happy, I'm happy.
So what we trying to get into today?
All right, I have another segment ready for this podcast, but I'll save it for a little later. This is a bad segment as well, but
Because the others were so good.
yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, as of this week, I've been in contact with some people from FCS, which I've missed very dearly. But it reminded me of all the good times back. FCS is the elementary, middle school, high school that we all went to. I went for the full 12 years. I was stuck there my whole life.
I got out while I was ahead, and I left as a sophomore in high school.
I did my 7 years of high school there.
Yeah, you sound like a criminal behind the bars
Maybe.
of the locker room.
But yeah, the horror stories that we have from there, and just the crazy escapades that came from them.
Can we
Regale
label this?
us.
Let's label this topic FCS lore. Let's do it.
The rich backstory.
What's the first thing you wanna?
Today on FCS lore. Okay, so we have.
What was that?
It was my attempt at some old time. Whatever. Just let's move on.
What's a topic of note?
So I was talking to our dear friend recently.
Let's give these people aliases.
It's too late now.
It's too late.
No,
It's out there.
I'll blur it out. You were talking to Mordecai?
I was talking to Mordecai.
You're going to beep it out.
I'm gonna beep it out.
Anybody who can guess the name I said,
Good for you.
you win. You
So you're
win
speaking to
the
Mordecai.
free giveaway. The same.
Yeah, the 70 credit gift card from episode 1 is still in play.
It's still available.
I'll bleep that out.
Nobody's won yet because no one's entered.
Okay. Seriously, just want to hang out with me, please.
So yeah, I was talking to Mordecai recently, and we were talking about the old days when she and her all-female...
Mordecai's a woman.
Mordecai's a woman.
Sure.
She and her all-female singing a cappella group called made their debut.
We're making it really easy to guess. I might bleep that one out. She and her group, Sixth Harmony. I'm going to bleep that one out, too.
Sure.
Oh God, no! I love them. I love it so much. It was just so odd because I don't know if we can post pictures because that might be a little incriminating.
Yeah, we're not going to.
But they posed with these dull makeup all over their face with the red cheeks and the white faces.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
What I liked about Florida Christian is that the cliques there found genuine, status via their participation in chapel services. If you can make it onto the stage at Florida Christian Chapel, you are it.
You made it into the clique.
I did
People
not
knew
feel
who
that
you
way
were.
at all.
Sam, you didn't even know you were so hot.
Actually,
Just
what am I
'cause you-
talking about? I hated that. I was really dorky.
I think it was the opposite. I think the less engaged you were, that was a reflection of status.
No,
I don't know.
Listen, when I saw you guys up there, I wanted to canoodle both of you guys.
Thank you. Wow.
That's why I was like, these guys.
I
are the
broke my
future.
first guitar at Florida Christian School Chapel because I was walking backwards. I didn't realize the stage was ending, and I fell off. And just as I hit the floor, the momentum of me falling led to me slamming my guitar into the stage, and I just destroyed my first guitar.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds more of just like pain. That sounds really painful.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Emotionally.
It was, yeah, I still think about it sometimes. I remember getting spat on by accident from someone while walking up the stairs in the 7th grade. Like,
Always Mark.
No, it wasn't. It was like a kid in my grade who I won't name, but I was walking up the stairs and he spat on me and it like fell on my forehead and I was like, given it's a big target, but
Was it an accident?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't like me.
He spat and it fell on my forehead.
I remember just every cringeworthy experience I've ever had in my life, or not every, but I'd say it's heavily weighted towards middle school because I looked ill and I like was socially ill basically.
Sure.
And
I remember us like
it didn't help that that one of our friends from like the main friend group just pushed you down the stairs.
yeah, that was another thing.
That's a kind of a confidence killer.
One of our friends put me in like a drum case and like kicked me down the stairs.
Yep.
And I was just like, this is high school. Is this how it is everywhere?
This is normal.
Yeah, this is normal. I think back, the Twitter always like notes, hey, you ever think back on that one thing you did and when you were younger and it just horrifies you to this date?
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them comes in on that campus. I remember walking back to the PE locker room in the 7th grade. And I thought that I was jacked, but in reality, I was like probably like 5'3", 13 pounds. And I like took off my shirt before we got into the locker room in the odd chance that a cute girl was walking by.
Oh my gosh.
But Coach Byers left the room locked.
You're just
And so I was
standing
just standing there shirtless with my sweaty tee in my hand. And I was waiting there and I was just like holding my hands over my nips because I was like anxious. And then the entire 7th grade girls PE class walked by me and I was just sweating and very socially uncomfortable.
Oh no.
That's one of them that I think about. And I'm still friends with the people I was trying to impress back then to this date.
That locker room was a breeding ground of horrors.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Very scarring experience.
Right.
If you've ever seen the SpongeBob episode where they're going through the perfume department, it was like that, but with
axe.
With axe.
axe and ass. It was
yeah. Just booty sweat.
It was.
Yeah.
It was just a horrific landscape.
Right.
It looked like Mad Max.
All the cool kids from the FCS middle school PE class are currently playing D6 baseball in like Illinois. I'm sorry, that was mean. But all of you that bullied me growing up, I see you. I see you now.
Oh man!
All of you out there
they're
who
coaching
don't-
Little League now.
All of you out there who don't listen to this.
And that's admirable. No, I'm not knocking that, but
Yeah, respect the grind,
respect
but
the grind. Rise and grind.
I still remember you calling me a pool noodle when I was 13.
You know who you are.
Travis. No, I'm gonna bleep
Leave it
that.
out.
I'm gonna keep that in. I'm keeping that one.
He doesn't watch it. It's fine. We love you, Josiah. We just like to.
And at a stoplight, we just got like a very nice little lunch. By that I mean very overpriced, but I enjoyed it. En route here, I saw on Twitter that the Try Guys are leaving BuzzFeed to start their own company.
Are
Really?
they really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
They
Th-
could.
this
I'm
is-
glad they are.
This is fresh news. Like it's an hour since they talked about it.
Let me tell you, the Try Guys are the one segment on BuzzFeed that I think is worth watching.
Again, they just find a way of getting, just like with the Worth It series, just an odd group of guys who shouldn't seem to work out that well to work well.
I feel like they're definitely more charismatic though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna go on their own network or something, or they're gonna start their own channel?
They're taking over E.
Dude, I've heard that leaving BuzzFeed. I've seen a few videos on this, and I've talked to some people who have like worked with BuzzFeed. It's like trying to leave the Church of Scientology. Like they will like frag you if you try to leave. Like it's horrible. I don't know. I think if they try to leave, this is just gonna end badly.
If we apologize to any Scientologists who might be offended by that, but if you're a Scientologist, please send me some money. Yeah.
I'll join if you cover my tuition.
Yeah, please, I need that. They're starting their own company. that after 4 incredible years, we decided to move on and are thrilled to be launching this new company together. Thanks to BuzzFeed for being the place we met and grew together. I'm excited to continue to work with them in the future. Amazing things to come. That's such a kind way of saying.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. That's just their way of saying, like, later, nerds. We're gonna do our own thing.
I mean, yeah, it's an incredibly successful, like, bit.
Yeah.
So I get it.
At what point are they gonna run out of things to try? The Try Guys try staging a heist at the Fed.
I feel like the
Try Guys rob the Fed.
I feel like the
one.
Try Guys and the Worth It, it's like if it's a Venn diagram, they are like a pixel away from like bleeding into each other because it's almost the same thing. Like trying different things at different prices and then trying like what they do experiences.
Yeah.
They're right there, and then it's going to be a crossover episode.
I hate BuzzFeed, but I really respect their grind and ability to take terrible content and make millions of dollars out of it. Because
You have to respect that.
all of their quizzes that are just like, what bean are you? I am garbanzo.
That's the thing. I'll take those. We'll trash on those quizzes and all that, but I'll be taking
take
those
one.
at 2 a.m.
I don't
Just
care.
like,
Yeah.
what Harry Potter animagus am I?
They are like
But I
neurologically
need to know.
designed to be able to distract you because
Yeah.
they're so pointless. Like when you're in just the ultimate procrastination phase and you're scrolling through Facebook and you see something that you're not even remotely interested in, it's like, what kind of, like, give me your hair color and I'll tell you what One Direction member you are. And I was like, what is there? And it's like a 1-question quiz. And it's like Brown, Liam.
I don't under...
Blonde. Liam.
Hazel? Liam? We're all Liam.
They're just incredibly.
Hail Liam.
Hail Liam.
Hail Hydra. I don't like... What goes through people's minds on Facebook when they actually tag people and like, at M, and whoever comes up first has to like marry you immediately.
I don't know.
What goes through people's heads when they share those on their timelines? Like,
Speaking of things that people share on Facebook, it reminded me. I think it was Drew Gooden on YouTube.
It's not a name.
Somebody
Yes.
mentioned it, and I was watching a video that like there's this kind of meme war like underneath Facebook's algorithm. So apparently like pages a while back, Facebook pages couldn't post like straight up pictures of memes anymore. So they started making them like GIFs where it was just like the meme with a little graphic overlaid on top of it, so it didn't technically constitute just being a picture.
yeah.
And then,
Oh my.
and I guess that's not a thing anymore. So the newest one, which is so stupid, it's like a video that's half the square, and then a picture that's the second half of the square. And so
What?
it's the meme is like the meme starts in the first picture, which is a video, and then it's just a white square at the bottom.
They're jumping through so many hoops just to post a meme.
I miss the good old days on Facebook where it was just me being 9 saying, like, just saw Grown Ups 1 PG-13 by myself. Look at me, I'm a badass.
Hit me up, ladies.
Hit me up, ladies.
Oh man,
I miss those days. Now it's all corporate.
my Facebook.
It's all corporate.
corporate, man.
Yeah.
Facebook on this day is just a constant rehashing of my greatest failures, and I hate it because apparently I used to post a ton of puns as my statuses.
Dude, I went back
And-
in time and... you're right.
Sam, don't knock those. I love those puns. I would look
Reading
forward
them
to those
gave me an
puns.
ulcer.
Can we rehash
Just
some of
all
the,
these posts. Oh, I don't know.
the
I
best
feel
of
like
the worst?
I feel like every time I see them on my Facebook memories, I
Yeah.
like delete it
I went back
because I don't want people going back and finding this.
I have a good time whenever you go back on Facebook and you just comment like, wow, or something under someone's picture from like 1985. And it's like,
Sure.
you remember that time that you vomited at the Iron Man 2 premiere? And it's just so you can tag them in it and they get embarrassed by it. But I deleted all of the embarrassing things I found on Reddit when I was in like the 8th grade and reposted to Facebook thinking I was funny. I deleted all those because I was just really embarrassed by it.
All my pictures of me making stars with my friends, like our feet, we're all wearing Converse.
Oh my
And we made-
gosh.
I'm
If
just
you're
kidding.
tagged, you're loved.
I didn't do that. Remember the those things where it was
Tag
like
yourself.
it was like a massive picture
Yeah.
of like it was like a grid of things
With papyrus font and like
and you just tag yourself in like it was like be characters.
we need
on
to
a
make
sheet.
we need to remake
It's like,
those.
oh my gosh, that one with the zany hat is so you.
Exactly.
We need to remake
yeah.
one. It's just like most likely to rob a bank, most likely to have an affair when they're older, most likely to get laid off.
It's
at
the adult version
PacSun.
of tagging your.
Most likely to drop out of college.
Yeah.
To
I think that'd be really fun. Yeah.
We'll put that on the list. We'll make
Tag yourselves,
a Pony
everyone.
Up Facebook page.
Facebook sucks now.
I'm not a fan.
No.
Oh, another thing about Facebook. I don't know where this came from, and I don't know if you guys have experienced this. There's like this ad that keeps showing up. It's called like Wish. It's like a selling and like buying app, kind of like, you know, whatever, eBay, Amazon. And I don't know what I'm looking up that it keeps spitting out. It spits out like the most random things. Like one time I was just like scrolling through one of my favorite ones. So it's a picture of an
Jeez.
Xbox One
Uh-huh.
with a PlayStation controller, and on the screen in the background, it's like a Nintendo game.
What?
I'm like, this is clearly like just generated through algorithms, or it's like the most bootleg knockoff thing ever.
I'm gonna get made fun of for this, but the ad that I always see, and it's because people, given that I live in Cambridge now, keep getting this ad of like a sperm bank in Cambridge that
Oh,
people
no.
tag each other on, and it's made its way onto my Instagram, and it's made its way onto like my RSS feed and my Napster and it's just what's going on?
I don't know, but this Wish,
They're hearing our conversations.
No,
they have to be, right?
maybe
They must be. No. So you're clearly talking about that sperm bank a
Yeah,
lot.
you know, man.
this Wish
Respect
Market
the
app.
grind,
Don't
Johnny.
fit the rise and grind. You're making that money hand over fist.
Rise and grind.
Ah.
But anyway, yeah, these ads on Wish are just out of control. I saw like an all leather
Gimp suit.
like a gimp suit.
And it's
I'm like, I have never in my life searched anything remotely near this
It's-
for
I
this
don't
to come
believe
up.
it's
you.
them.
You probably
auctioning-
don't, but
Sam's kinky.
It's the people of Facebook auctioning off all the Make-A-Wish kid stuff after.
What Make-A-Wish kid asked for a gimp suit?
another one was this like, it looked like it was straight out of National Treasure. It was literally like, it was like a,
The
it was
Declaration of Independence.
no, it was this cylindrical shaped thing with a bunch of like things that you twist that had these like runic symbols on them. I don't know who is that for?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Nick Cage is the Facebook marketing
Dude,
man.
I love him. A lot of people hate him so much, but I love him.
Oh, like the whole is he good or is he a
Nick-
bad actor?
Well, that too, but just him. There's this one subreddit called One True God, and it's completely dedicated to praising and worshiping Nicolas Cage.
I have never not enjoyed a Nick Cage movie. I'm always just like, yeah, I did that.
I
I won't go out of my way to see one, but whenever one's on, like on TV, I'll watch it and I'll love it.
and by one I mean National Treasure.
Book of Secrets. Well, it's the only one. I want to complain about something.
Go for it.
Yeah.
That yodeling Walmart kid, I thought he was cute at first.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? He's genuine. He's just a small town kid whose parents are taking advantage of him.
Sure.
Who, unfortunately, his parents
forgot him at Walmart.
What people don't think about is that they're like, okay, they filmed him yodeling in a Walmart. No big deal. Maybe he started that on his own accord. He's dressed in like a cowboy hat, a belt buckle, a bolo tie. He just like robbed a Cracker Barrel and went to like a Walmart. And his parents like, you're going to wear that and you're going to stand there and you're going to sing. And we're going to film you. We're going to put you on Twitter and you're going to make us money. But now he's cocky.
Is he?
He's arrogant now. His Instagram now is like a Supreme Patty one where he just like brings around cakes to his grandpa, which is like kind of cute. But like he's no longer like the yodeling Walmart kid. Now he's like coming off a stage, doing a 360 and like winking at my girl and stealing her from me right after. He's like 9.
He's Mason Ramsey now.
Yeah, he's no longer yodeling Walmart kid. He's a man.
He's yodeling Walmart man.
Yodeling.
Is the lore just that he was stuck in a Walmart and he was yodeling to call his parents?
I think that's what it is. They forgot him at the Walmart. He's yodeling, and someone caught him on camera.
Yeah.
It's like a stranded animal.
I don't know why he got so. Ellen ruins everything. I love Ellen. Ellen needs to. Someone needs to take the computer away from Ellen.
She needs to get off Twitter.
Yeah, any time that any like a kid will give $5 to a homeless person, and Ellen will be like, "We need to get you on the show to give you a $20,000 check from Shutterfly, and to make you dance for us, so we get hits on YouTube." I'm
Sponsored by Visco Cam.
yeah. I love Ellen, but she needs to quit this because anytime there's anything mildly popular on Instagram or on Facebook, she just goes and yells at whatever poor intern has to get in touch with Mason Ramsey to do a cover of Yellow by Coldplay on her show.
She's like your older relative who saw something funny on Facebook, but with like a stupid amount of money that doesn't know what to do with it. Like imagine if like your aunt that always tags you in random things that aren't even remotely funny
Was a billionaire.
was a billionaire with her own
Yeah.
TV show, and that's
Ellen DeGeneres.
That's Ellen now.
How do you cash those big checks? Do you just go to a bank with that check?
You have to go to the big bank.
Yeah. Thanks, Bernie.
The bigger bank.
The bigger bank.
I don't. You just seem inconvenient.
I don't know. I think it's just for show. I imagine they give them a regular check afterwards.
Could you imagine they don't like it's just
This is the one you have to
here's
check.
like that Drake music video where he just signs
God's
the big
plan.
check in God's plan and he signs
Yeah.
a big check at UM.
If I was Ellen, I would give those $20,000 in ones. I would make it rain on that yodeling kid. Just humiliate him with ones.
Just have
Just 20,000 big
Pick it up,
checks
Mason.
with $1.
Cash all of them individually.
it's a bunch of massive checks with a
It's just
dollar.
raining down, pelting this
She
poor
pulls a
kid.
lever, and they all just fall, not in a stack. They fall in a stack on
Oh
Mason.
my god.
Poor kid.
It's a Mason.
I was laughing because I was going through our list of things to talk about, and this is what age do babies become people? What was I thinking when I wrote that?
Did you write that?
I probably did because I'm interested, so I probably wrote that.
Can we discuss this?
Yeah, are babies people? Vote now in the chat below, guys.
Oh no. What do you think, Johnny?
Okay, so this
What
is,
defines a person? Who am I?
I don't know how controversial people will take this. This has no stance on the whole pro-choice, pro-life thing. Okay, that's not what we're talking
I'm
about.
already nervous.
This is not what we're talking about.
We're delving into
We're talking
hot
about
take
a
territory.
baby's born. At what point is he like a person, like a person that you can like spend time with and actually enjoy spending time with for longer than 24 hours?
I've always, whenever I talk about this with my friends, I believe that you become a person when you can do long division. That's the line.
That's the mark.
If you can't divide 4,000 by 3, you're not a person.
Well, I like the hanging out with metric because
Well, I hate hanging out with a lot of our quote-unquote friends now, and I'm 20.
They are not, by definition, they are not people.
They're not people.
I guess so, yeah.
Animals.
But I mean, because like
Babies there are more animals that I like than most people.
babies are pretty lame. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Babies are really... I feel like a lot of these like hot couples on Instagram have kids just for clout. They're just
Maybe
like, let's pop
that's-
out a kid and let's just get that one. Like,
That's
we had a
valid, man.
child, we named him Chrysanthemum Marie, and just get the likes, and that's it.
We need-
Blue Ivy Rodriguez.
We need to expand our brand
Yeah,
and
to-
just get like baby, I don't know, Babies R Us
Can someone?
sponsorships.
You said Blue Ivy. Can someone explain? I'm gonna get ragged on by every woman who listens to this. What's the big deal with Beyonce and Jay-Z? He cheated on her.
Yeah.
Like, how were you so quick to take him back? I don't get it. Like, they're the Carters, yeah, but it seems just like Jay-Z is just holding on to the dress of Beyonce as she walks down the red carpet and she drags him down along with her.
If we're being honest, who's more successful? It's
It has to
clearly
be-
Beyonce.
I think it's Beyonce.
I don't know. It just seems like that couple is... They're a power couple, I get it, but what is Jay-Z doing there? I feel like everyone who looks at that couple is just... They should think, you're lucky she took you back.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
you know what? That adds to the whole like empowerment of women thing.
Yeah.
It was her choice.
Beyonce's awesome, I think.
She is.
I think alone, she's awesome. With Jay-Z, I'm just like...
Yeah,
It's a group project, and she does all the work, and he puts his name on it, too.
This new album.
That's a good
Speaking of this
analogy.
new album, actually, by the Carters.
Yeah? It's just a Blue Ivy diss track.
It's a
Wait, they're dissing their child?
Yes. We don't need you.
I
Can't
think,
even spell.
honestly, I
Boom.
think it's one.
Roasted.
Where's your long division, bro? You're not a person. No, I think this is one of the weakest musically albums, except for a few tracks. Like Ape Shit that they did the music video at the Louvre was really cool. And
Yeah.
it's actually like a bumping song. It's a
They
jam.
rented the Louvre.
Yeah, can
How do you even, who do you contact to do that? I don't
I
even
have no idea.
renting out like a classroom to study by myself at the school that I'm paying to attend.
I have to talk to the president.
Yeah, it's hard. I need to go down some stairs, fill out a form, promise I'm not gonna like turn into a trap house. They rented the Louvre. How do you do that?
Who do you call? I guess the
Mr. Louvre.
Mr. Lou.
John Louvre, the owner. I don't-
1-800 Louvre.
That's so. The thing is, that's
Rent a
so.
Louvre.
That's so beyond music and money and success.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone has ever done anything even remotely that grandiose.
Well, they've
in
done
music.
it for movies. Oh, for music. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like a movie, that's like millions of dollar budget, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the budget was on that video, but
Probably more than I've ever seen.
Clearly more than the album, because the album sucked.
that's like that's the level of wealth where it's like you can just be wherever you want and no one can say anything about
What's
it.
stopping them from like buying a country and just making like
The UN.
I mean,
the Carterville?
at a certain
Buy Burma. No, nothing happens in Burma.
at a certain point, yeah,
Shout out
they
to Burma.
they
Burma.
themselves
I love
have
the king
more
and I.
money. They themselves have more money than the GDP of several nations at this point.
Yeah. I have a question. So in terms of renting things out, I my brain just went to Kim Kardashian and Kanye getting engaged
John,
at like Yankee Stadium. How would you like to get engaged in the future? Assume money's no option.
Just
What's
like your ideal.
Your ideal proposal
engaged-
story.
Like someone proposes to you.
No, like you're proposing to your
Ideal
gal.
is a woman with money proposes to me. That is the goal.
Mine is like a plain McChicken, put the ring in the under the bun, open it. What's up, girl? Or she just bites into it and doesn't realize it's in there.
No, Jolie and I were talking about this.
Ooh.
She and I are very big into like chocolate chip cookies. I joked that I would put the ring in the cookie, but that would just completely backfire. She'd swallow it whole.
Just
So-
Patrick
so
with the plate of cookies, vacuum it up.
No, I'm gonna starve.
I think it's funny when getting the planes to fly out with the smoke, like Cheryl, will you marry me?
Mhm.
That's risky. What if they just don't do that?
What if you don't see it when they do it?
What if they're like, we're gonna screw this guy? We're gonna put Cheryl, I'm cheating on you, or something like
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Or by the time
Having
you
a
look
bad
up,
day.
the cloud has dissipated.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, you know what I don't like?
Me.
Yes. I hate this podcast.
Well, that's the podcast. Everyone, thanks for listening.
It's just going to be Nick and Johnny from now on. No, I'm not a fan, and I've seen a lot of this on Twitter. I'm not a fan of, like, guys proposing to their significant other.
Yeah,
like,
I hate it when guys propose to their. What?
Yeah,
Is that-
lame.
is that
Marriage
it?
is whack.
Yeah.
No, it's
Shout out to not getting married.
when
Shout out to being alone forever.
when they propose during like massive life events. Like
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot, and then like the women naturally they say
You're
like a
standing in my
funeral.
father's casket. Please get down.
surprise.
Please.
It's just the casket opens and it says, "Will you?" That's awful.
It was his dying wish.
No, because I mean, I feel like that's just kind of like take. Oh, you know what else? When like someone proposes to another person at another person's wedding.
That's
Oh, that's
that's trashy.
That's so
no,
trashy.
it's trashy and it's kind of just like douchey. Can you imagine like stealing the thunder like
Mm-hmm.
that at the end of the night?
Are you like allowed to engage in like the wedding festivities with the bride and groom if you do that?
I think you guys share the honeymoon suite after that.
Yeah. I call middle. Yeah.
Just one bed. I call big spoon.
Sandwich me.
Yeah, I think that's so trashy.
Yeah.
Having someone propose at your wedding.
That's
just
not
don't.
cool.
Just don't take my moment.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm planning to propose at my wedding.
At your wedding.
Yeah.
To the person who catches the bouquet.
Yeah.
At a Chuck E. Cheese.
You're next. I'm Mormon, by the way. I don't know if I said that.
Oh my god. Shout out to all the Mormons out there.
Just kidding.
Yesterday was really funny. At the NBA draft was last night. I'm talking about sports, and this is going to segue really nicely into my
Yeah.
next segment. yesterday was the NBA draft, and like just a bunch of these kids are getting picked to go to the NBA. And then Utah picked like the only white kid in the draft. It was amazing.
You had one job.
They didn't pick him. They were stuck with him. They got him.
It was really funny because like he's everything that they needed on their team, and he just happened to be the kid named Grayson Allen from Duke.
They drafted Grayson Allen. Ted Cruz?
Yeah, Ted Cruz. Grayson Allen's a jerk. For all those out here, if Hope Morales is listening to this, Grayson Allen sucks, and so does Duke basketball. Go Canes.
Go Canes.
Go Canes. Roll Tide. No, but I want to transition a little bit. This has been a very mild podcast. I'm gonna transition into my first segment, my only segment that I have for today. It's called the World Cupdate, where we're gonna give you an update on the World Cup, and per usual, the World Cupdate.
I like it.
And I have made a intro track, so here we go. The World Cupdate.
How did you even... It's 2018, you can't bring him in... No, wait, what's happening? No!
Oh my god.
Welcome to the World Cupdate, guys.
That was
the production value on that was...
Thank you.
That was the entire budget for our podcast.
That was it. All of the money that we didn't spend on sangria just now went into me hiring Michael Giacchino to compose that for me.
Are people not allowed to bring vuvuzelas into stuff
I don't
anymore?
think so. I think they banned them after that.
As well they should.
Yeah. I was just really proud of the fact that I could do that in GarageBand. Honestly, that wasn't even that funny. I just wanted to flex.
That was impressive. I will give you that.
I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. I cried in my car yesterday, and I cried in public after Argentina got laid down and given a ride by Iceland. No, by Croatia. Mm-hmm. That was horrible.
3-0.
Yeah, it was 3-0. I went to a bar with some friends. I was supposed to be at work, but I'm like, I'm just going to take a 4-hour lunch break, no big deal. And they didn't really care because my job's not important. And it was the saddest thing I've ever seen. There were people that were wearing like full face paint. They were wearing parisha. They were like Churrasco belts. It was amazing.
That's great.
Belts made of choripan.
And I just want to note, it was especially sad because I got there like 20 minutes before the game started. I'm like, I want a pretzel. I'm like, a pretzel. Waitress, barkeep, 1 pretzel, please. And they're like, pretzel. Got it. The entire game elapses. I don't get my pretzel.
Pretzel. Got it.
Yeah. Croatia scores the 3rd goal as 4 Argentine men in the corner commit seppuku at the same time.
They commit Sudoku.
And then my waitress comes, she's like, oh, the pretzel.
You're that kid.
You're the kid who wanted the pretzel. Why are you crying, by the way? And then she brings me a pretzel.
Salty tears.
I paid with my card for the pretzel before the pretzel got there. Like the check with everyone else's food, I swiped my card and gave tip before the pretzel got there. As I'm crying into my hands, and as my friends are like world starring me, I get given a pretzel. That was $9.
Was it worth it? Was it a good pretzel?
Yeah, it was pretty good. But like, yeah.
The salty tears.
Dude, the World Cup is killing me. My productivity at work is...
Listen, I don't watch the World Cup just because I live under a rock.
Because you're smart.
Yeah, because you don't waste your time with countries you don't really care about.
Yeah.
And watching like
looking at everyone.
90+ minutes of nothing happening and then everything happening.
Yeah. I love Croatia. No,
Spell Croatia.
I think people were actually worried about my like mental health after that game because I received like 6 DMs, literally 6 people DM'd me on Instagram. I got 10 texts afterwards, and people wrote praying for you on my Facebook wall. People I haven't spoken to in a while.
People are thoughts and prayersing me.
Yeah.
Over this.
I got thoughts and prayers.
That's nice. What's happening with Messi?
So he's doing that thing where he's playing badly.
He's expatriated.
That's what I've heard. When he was playing with what team does he play?
Barcelona.
When he plays Barcelona, he's usually fantastic. He's arguably the best player in the league.
Yeah.
When he plays with Argentina, he chokes.
What happened with Argentina is, and no one wants to blame Messi for being bad, even though he's been bad. Like, I watch him. He's my favorite player. I'm still going to say he's bad. But Messi is just like, Messi's like a 21-year-old who lied about his age to play in a 16-year-old baseball league. and just like is insanely good. He is unquestionably the best player on Argentina's team, but everyone else in Argentina who's not a striker sucks eggs. They're so bad, and they're dirty. They're not. They just and they quit already. They're like before Game 3 has come out at the time that we're recording this. 4 of them have said that they're going to retire from the national team.
Really?
Who does that?
Mid competition.
The World Cup is happening. But yeah, I wish I could take the route that my dad did, where he just like fights with my mom about who's gonna watch the game for the family and give each other updates. My dad watches the first 15 minutes and goes to the kitchen and just like sits down on the floor while my mom's just like, Hector, he missed the penalty. Your dreams gone. So.
You know,
He realized
Messi,
Hector's hopes and dreams.
arguably
Yeah.
the greatest to play the game, missing a penalty kick.
Yeah,
That was the Iceland game.
Yeah, the one caveat to all this is that Ronaldo has a disgusting like bowling alley employee goatee right now.
Does he?
Yeah, because he made a bet with one of the other players, Quaresma, before his game against Spain. If he scores, he would keep the goatee.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's keeping the goatee.
That sounds like
I didn't even know he had facial hair.
So
Yeah.
he's killing it, but he also looks like a tool. So that's my takeaway.
I think honestly, at this point, it doesn't even matter.
But now,
Yep.
yeah, now like Costa Rica's out, Peru's out.
Like the thing is, I don't even watch like Miami sports teams
Don't do it.
in peak season.
Don't do it.
What?
Watching Miami sports is a problem.
Right, but I'm saying like I don't even support local teams in their peak season, and yet I will watch Serbia and Switzerland
Yeah.
with the utmost devotion.
I was on the edge of my seat for Poland, Senegal, like earlier on in the week. I couldn't show you where Senegal is on map.
I can barely spell it.
North of Fresno. Yeah. So the World Cup is
It just has that effect on people.
it's killing me, man.
It's like the Olympics. They're on every 4 years, like so you watch them.
Yeah. I never cared about curling, but I guess I do now.
That Saskatchewan curling.
Yeah.
Best squad. Okay, so
Cool. So that was the World
sports.
Cup date. A lot of places that Latin America is letting people down except for Mexico. And yeah, that's
Well, no,
it.
how's Brazil doing?
Yeah, Brazil was like doing badly, and they scored 2 goals in extra time against Costa Rica and eliminated them like 2 hours ago. So
Right.
good for Brazil. I'm happy for you. Neymar's head looks like spaghetti, but good for him. Yeah.
Didn't he cut his hair?
I don't know.
He changed his hair now because everyone was making fun of him. That's kind of.
Neymar spends half the game on the ground. I hate Neymar, but we'll move on.
Okay. All right.
What's next? That was the World Cup date.
The World Cup.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Can you play the song again as the outro?
No,
phase?
it's the long one.
Oh, I love it.
Oh darn it!
Yeah.
It was good. It was quality.
Thank you. Anybody, you guys want to talk about traveling? 'Cause we have a lot of travel stuff on this list.
We do have a lot of travel stuff. Let's go for it.
I think it's insane how willing we are to give, like, presumably unqualified tour guides so much trust when we go to other countries or other places.
I don't think I've ever really had a. I did have a tour guide once when I went on a cruise and did like that, like the Cozumel Caribbean,
Sure.
whatever that
That
is.
tour, yeah.
That's a place.
And those are places.
Yep, they exist.
Cozumel's doing great in the World Cup.
I love Cosmo. Cosmopolitan.
And so
10 ways to freak your man out of church.
it'll drive
To
him.
freak on your man.
It'll drive him wild. No. So I did that, and I remember vividly that experience because the tour guide drove us all over the place, and we eventually, we go to the ruins, and it's like, okay, cool. Stones stacked on top
Look
of each
at
other.
them stones.
Kindred spirit.
Look at that
Oh my
rock.
gosh.
And then at the end of the tour, we get to like this beautiful cliff that like goes down, and there's like a little stairway that goes down onto one of the most gorgeous beaches I've ever seen in my life. And we're there for like I counted at least 10 minutes. I stepped into the water, I waded and splashed in the waves
That's cute.
yeah, it was adorable. For 10 minutes, and then the group that I was with were like, okay, the cruise ship is leaving.
And so I grabbed onto the side from the outside and was dragged back.
It was the worst because we had to like hike through humidity
Humidity.
I was
and
thinking-
forests, and it was such a waste. I could have just gone straight to the beach.
I was just thinking, like, I went to Puerto Rico because I can't afford to go to Europe, but Puerto Rico is basically Europe if you don't know what either of those things are. So,
You can just close your eyes.
so I went with Becca, and we did, like, the usual stuff. We went to, like, the Bacardi place and, like, saw people drop $700 on rum, which doesn't
Really?
make sense. These idiots spent, like, $70, $80 on that bottle of Bacardi because it, like, had their name engraved in wingdings, whatever, on it.
Wingding.
But
Wingding Rodriguez.
The local language.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Wingding.
And so we took like one or two trips that were guided, and it didn't take until I got home and like dwelled on what happened to realize that it's very dangerous to go on hikes and like boat excursions with tour guides. This guy had like a 1.5 star review on Viator.
Okay, that's the problem. What?
This dude has like, it's like, hey, just give me $150. I'll drive you into the rainforest and we'll walk and we'll go in water and I'll drive you home. And I'm just like,
You could have hired me.
That
I'm
sounds
like-
incredibly dangerous.
I'm like, hey, yo, I'm down. Just take me on a hike.
Wow.
At no point during that trip was I like, I'm safe. On that trip, he could have just been like, okay, everyone, get under this boulder. I'm going to drop it on you. No, it's part of the tour. It's fine. Give me your wallet. And I would have just been like, oh, wow, I feel like such a native. I just don't get why. He just took, like, a Dodge Neon into, like, the El Yunque forest with us and parked on, like, a cliff, and we hiked through a local property,
Here's
like,
a map.
behind a
Good
house. And went under a waterfall and jumped off the waterfall into like rocky water beneath it.
yeah.
There might be rocks on there. Whatever.
Yeah,
Is it really a trip if you don't jump off a waterfall? That's what Facebook has taught me.
I don't know.
That's very true.
That waterfall boomerang is just perfect social media clout capital if you have it for your Instagram story.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You jump in off and you boomy it.
yeah,
Boomerang is the worst thing to happen to Instagram.
yep.
Bar
You
none.
think?
Absolutely.
I don't need to see you clinking your Bellini 15 times,
Listen,
Margaret.
I recently went on a trip with my parents and my girlfriend and my sister.
That's hot.
At every point that we had a cup in our hands, my mom was like, "Oh my God, that's through a boomerang!"
Amy.
And by the end of it, just no one would even respond.
It's
we
the
were
worst
so tired
thing.
of
And
it.
like the signature like boomerang shoulder shimmy TM.
Oh God.
That is
We're in the golden age where parents are learning how to use Instagram, and it's my
Oh.
favorite.
It's
It's
so
my
funny.
favorite sometimes, and it's my least favorite sometimes because my mom is good at it. And my
Uh-huh.
mom
Really?
has no limits in terms of what picture she will take of me and what she'll post of me. And she'll like consult
There's
me.
no filter.
Yeah,
It's just-
she'll consult me for like 2 seconds, and if I'm busy like pooping or if I'm in the shower, she'll be like, "He must be dead. I'm gonna post it." And so,
in memory of Nick.
memory
yeah, hashtag miss you. My mom has, I think, follow my mom on Instagram at Rita Nava because she cares.
Can we just get an obscene number of people to follow her?
I need
Just,
my
like,
mom to
overnight?
become famous.
Can we get her like Instagram famous, please?
Rita's like, I am not legally bound to post. I don't have a legal limit to post pictures of my son and my fleet of grandchildren. Bet. And then like Instagram, like she's about to post it. Instagram's like, are you sure about that? Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I need 8 posts of 10 pictures
Yeah.
each day.
No, my mom.
I'm just kidding. I love her. I love the
love
heck
her.
out of your mom.
My mom's great, and she's just everything she posts is so wholesome, but she posts a lot. My mom has, I think, like 880 pictures posted on Instagram.
Really?
I've had an Instagram.
And
got
that's
me beat
and
by
that's is that posts?
799.
Those are posts,
And each
and
of
that's
those posts.
after we have fought about me telling her to remove some. So she had easily passed like 1,000.
How
I've had an Instagram since 2012, and I have like 120 pictures on my Instagram.
How often do you guys argue about her having to delete pictures?
Not often, like once every week. I'm kidding. That's a joke.
But I
she's-
need to get back to boomerang
Okay.
because just one more thing.
Yeah.
Just slather
So
it on.
it's like I think you are legally obligated to do at least one boomerang with like so it's the shoulder shimmy,
Shoulder shimmy.
and the face. You know the face that the people make when they're doing the shoulder shimmy. It's like the smile. It's like it's either the duck face or it's like the smile with the open mouth, and then it's the little and they go like up and down, and it's that. And if I had a nickel for every time that happened, I wouldn't have to go to college.
One of the reasons
I would
why
have one.
Miami
I'd have $1.
Miami is such an anomaly in terms of social media because
Mm-hmm.
I'd bet my life on the fact if it's a Friday night or a Thursday night or like Sunday at 2 p.m.,
Mm-hmm.
my Instagram is going to have 2 to 3 girls who I haven't seen since high school. Or men even, because guys are terrible on social media because it's like, yo, Brad, film me mouthing God's plan while I shotgun a natty. And it's just like...
I know that guy.
Yeah, Brad. Yeah, Brad.
Wow,
you know Brad?
damn,
Chad?
I follow him.
Bradson.
Bradson.
Chadley.
Chadley. Yeah. No, it's just... you're
Ronathan.
Like, it's like if you can't go to like a club on South Beach or to a bar in Wynwood and just go, have a good time and come home.
Mm-hmm.
You need everyone to know that you drank tequila and you're going to put a hashtag love this so I know.
I mean,
you had
did you
tequila.
even go if you didn't post
If
about
you didn't
it?
get sweated on
Yeah.
by a stranger.
If a rando who goes to FAU didn't
Sweaty
hit on you with a
tweens.
snapback, do you really go to Wynwood? I'm sorry.
What's up, girl? I go to Florida Gulf Coast.
What's up, girl? I go to
what's
Gulf Coast.
boppin'?
What's bopping? I'm the head of my chapter at Phi Beta Kappa Delta Fish Oil 3 Kirkland.
Fish oil omega
Kirkland?
3s.
What's up, Kirkland? It's your boy Young Fish Oil 3. Young Kirkland's my rap name.
And it's like this. It's the Wharf. It's
The
that bar,
Wharf.
and I don't know where.
It's a Fountain Blue. It's Story. It's Live. It's Cushburger in Wynwood.
What's the?
It's 1-800-LUCKY.
It's Trivago.
It's DiGiorno.
There it is.
We did it.
No,
We made it.
what's the place that I see people posting that it's like love me in
And then-
neon and then
and then
backwards?
me.
Yeah, it's F me.
word me.
Okay,
I can't
where
say it
is
'cause my
that?
mom listens to this.
Okay, so
I want to go there. I need that
I've
picture.
been there, and you know what? Now I'm blanking. It's either Bodega or it's this other place called Red Bar.
Zesty. It's this new bar
They're
called.
both- One of them's really fun, and the other one smells like feet. I can't remember which one, so
Yeah.
there's your
There's something in
recommendation.
those drinks there, you know.
It's a 50-50.
I feel like the Stefan bit would work just as well
In
in
Miami.
New York City as it does in Miami.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But except the things that Stefan is saying about Miami clubs are true,
Yeah.
because that's what it
This
feels
place has everything. Blackout 15-year-olds with their sisters' IDs.
Located in the place where Marilyn Manson's ribs used to be.
That guy who coaches a baseball team at Tamiami with a backwards hat. Those 2 adults who asked for a babysitter tonight. This is Pineapple.
like. That's probably it's an up and coming club.
Yeah. Just go to South Beach and just go to the nearest garbage can, and that's it. I don't
one
under.
food truck.
Why do people?
Calle Ocho.
Yeah. We had a friend who asked that we walk on South Beach one night on a Saturday or something like that. What an awful idea.
Loser laps on South Beach.
South Beach is disgusting on the weekends.
Yes.
South Beach, I never go to South Beach. I go to Lincoln Road because, like, I get scared by the beach because I don't like taking my shirt off. But, like, Lincoln Road is cute. There's, like, pizza places. There's, like, places
You
I
don't
can't
have
afford.
to take your shirt off
In Lincoln Road.
at the beach. At the beach, you know that.
Mm,
I wear my shirts in the pool.
yeah,
That's what
same.
I'm trying to say.
I wear my shirt to shower. Just an Under Armour athletic tee to shower.
Just the shirt though, like full Winnie the Poohing.
Yeah, I wear a bathing suit to shower.
Oh,
No,
God.
that's why they call it a bathing suit. No, but I
Good point.
zing. But South Beach is just it's gross on weekends.
Yeah.
Because no one's just there to go club or just dance or just have a drink or two. Everyone there is there because they want their Snapchat to know they were there.
Yeah.
So it's like, Mark, take a picture of me planking in the middle of the road. Hashtag everyday grind. Yeah.
Clout on the
gonna
Ocean
play-
Ave sign.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plank on this local Orthodox Jew couple. Feel me, bro. Hashtag
Boom.
every day.
Boom.
Got him.
It's every day, bro.
Rise and grind, baby. Yeah.
I'm gonna plank on this, on the temple.
On this
please.
rabbi. About to.
What's up, father?
You were just busting with synagogue just to flex on them.
Make it rain, manna.
I'm here with hashtag Daddy Goldberg.
I think I can
Oh
count.
my
Sorry, father.
no.
I think
Sorry,
I
it's
can
out there.
count on like one hand the amount of times I've been on South Beach. It's not a fun place.
No.
And paying for parking.
Listen, if you're not-
one, you have to fight someone
You-
With
physically.
like a shank.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to
Made
fight
from your
someone.
rub down chancleta.
I took a chocolate to the face, but I got a great spot located 3 blocks from the beach.
And it's always that sweaty walk there, and then the walk back that like chafes in between your thighs.
For $17, you can park on the opposite side of the bridge
For 15 minutes.
for 15 minutes before we tow you.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Back to where you live, 45 minutes away.
I think that I've been limited in my. I don't like a lot about Miami. I like some of it because I find the thrill of getting threatened by a Cuban driver every day to be nice. But I think that I
It
have.
just feels so alive.
I like cut people off just so I have that interaction at a stoplight. No, I'm kidding. But I don't think I've experienced the true Miami that like TMZ shows when they are following Chief Keef around in Miami. But I think that I want to have that one experience where like I go to South Beach and I go to a club and I like pretend that I can afford to be there and all that stuff. But just from a distance and like when you walk around, it just doesn't seem like at what point does just standing in a loud room while like A$AP Rocky just teabags everyone from the top of Story, like at what point does that get old?
I don't know.
It got old for me pretty quickly.
Johnny's cool.
No, the thing is, okay.
I'm above it, man.
Yeah. Stay in school, kids.
No, like I realized.
I go to Barnes and Noble.
You know what it is? After I started dating Jolie, after I have a girlfriend, the whole scene just seems kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Because that's the majority of people going. They're trying to find someone to hook up with, or someone to like, hopefully someone to like, date.
To court,
To
marry,
court, to court.
to marry, to meet the family.
Yeah, but I don't know. Once that's over, once you like, you're kind of settled. Unless you want to go dance, there are better places to go dancing.
Yeah. Just go to any place where people are playing dominoes. And just like some odd merengue tune is playing in the back.
And it's
I think you're
reasonable.
specifically talking about Ball and Chain.
Yeah,
'Cause that's
I am.
that place.
Yeah.
What is that? What is Ball and Chain?
Johnny.
Ball and Chain is this Afro-Cuban reggae bar on Calle Ocho. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's actually really cool. Like it's what is it? Cuban jazz that they play.
Wow.
That just I'm getting anxious thinking about Cuban jazz. Given what I know about Cuban, like the and then just incorporating jazz into that.
I dig it. I could dig it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Ball and Chain. I've never been. I've been there during the daytime when they're having like their chill hours.
Mhm.
It is just, it's really nice because the backyard courtyard is everyone like eating on domino tables while they're playing dominoes, smoking cigars, and the Cuban jazz is playing.
Something
It's
is
quite
like
the scene.
something's occurring to me now. What's the appeal of hookah?
I don't know, man.
There was always a hookah bar in Kendall, right where we lived, by like the Robex juice and like a food spot.
Robex.
And,
Sure.
And all of my friends in high school, not all of them, but like the cool ones would be snapping themselves in high school, just took a puff of like mint julep. What's up with you? What's the appeal of that? It's just like
I don't know, because it
seems
doesn't.
gross.
Does it
it's
have any-
watered down cigar.
Yeah, it
It's
just
for people who can't handle a cigar or don't want to.
Does it contain any like?
It's tobacco.
is
It's tobacco.
So it's just like smoking a fruity cigarette with
Yeah.
7 other people from the same time from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same thing.
Well, don't they usually have like multiple spouts?
I don't know.
Spouts.
I don't know what the term is.
They're just all tonguing the same one.
The little puff tube.
Tonguing.
Tonguing. Just
Oh God.
mouth tonguing.
The
Sounds
smoke
gross.
tube.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh well.
Yeah, there is no appeal. I don't think, because then it's like a club with the same loud music and
All
stuff,
right.
but then
Yeah.
you're just sitting on a
Like
couch.
for that, just man up, smoke a cigarette, and get lung cancer like a man.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Alex, Jonathan, Bradley, Chris, meet up at my house. We're gonna pregame at 8:30. Around 9:15, we're gonna smoke a strawberry hookah together, and we're gonna film each other, and we're gonna post it online. Then we're gonna roll out to South Beach. We're not gonna get in, and we're gonna go home
You're gonna try and
because
blow.
we're 17.
You're gonna try and blow a ring. You won't do it.
You're
We're gonna cough.
gonna try for a half hour.
You're gonna black out off the hookah.
You're gonna wake up with pink eyes somehow and a sore throat.
Yeah. Wake up in the same bed as all 4 of us. And you're going to go home the next morning. And you're going to fight with your parents because you didn't call them when you went to bed. That's how everything happens in high school.
That's the cycle.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we're gonna go dejectedly to Johnny Rockets, and we're gonna split an $18 bill between the 7 of us.
Yeah. Make sure you wear your Hurley tee.
Oh,
Make sure you wear.
no.
Make sure you wear your Ed Hardy.
Your Sanuk sandals.
Your Sanuk and
My
your Hurley.
cargo shorts
Oh man.
that are filled with like
You know-
Johnny Rockets receipts.
You know,
Do
just
you
just
have
the
to-
essentials, the necessities,
Do you
like
have-
cargo shorts and white Vans.
Do you have to look unhappy to work at a Hollister?
I think it's yeah.
Is
I
that a
think it's-
requirement?
I think it's to keep people asking questions.
I don't know. I've never.
You
I
keep the skags at bay.
You're trying to look unhappy like the customer.
I don't know
So
why.
they're like, oh, you don't work here.
I think sometimes I just wander into a Hollister because their youth medium fits me really well, and just everyone there looks so unhappy to be there, because it's dark. There's just a vision. There's just Santa Monica Pier on loop, on like a Vizio in every wall.
Right.
It smells like you took Abercrombie and spilled like a Diet Coke on it. It's just,
That's the
And that's their
recipe to their
sentence.
cologne.
yeah, it's just, how are they still, how have parents not figured out like you're dressing your kids like a tool?
Well, I've known people that worked in like Hollister, Abercrombie, whatever, and you're not supposed to interact with the customers. That's a
Class war.
No, that's a thing.
You ignore the customers
You ignore them.
until they approach you like 3 times. You have to make like you have to make like 3 quests achievements if you want to like talk to the NPC that is gonna get you your clothes.
You pick up enough like items and a cologne, and then a worker shows up that just like turns to you, "Hello, traveler."
To get the true ending.
You've unlocked our extra tight V-neck.
I think it's just
To leave the store, you need to unlock the true ending.
I think it's just a power move because
Yeah.
it's like it's to make you feel like cooler, that you're aloof and distant from the customer.
Isn't that
I
the name
guess.
of their cologne too? Isn't it aloof?
I thought it was Jake.
That too, definitely Jake, because I know Jake
What?
Quinlan wore exclusively that for like a solid year
It's
in
called
middle
Jake,
school.
I thought.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right.
For
The
Jake.
Hollister cologne is
Hollister.
called Jake.
Jake by Jake for Jake.
You every.
in collaboration with Jake and Jake
I just don't
Incorporated.
understand. Like I can understand
Mark
you being.
Jacobs.
I've been being rude to before, because sometimes I think it'd be cool to just go into like a Macy's and talk to the person working at the Gucci counter, and I'm just like, hey, like, how much is this handbag? And they're like, get out of here. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. All right, my bad.
How'd you get in here?
And then they
It's
sprayed
a mall.
Get out of here.
and they sprayed perfume in my open mouth.
Yeah. Like, that's happened before, but Hollister is not a luxury brand.
No, it's
not.
not.
You get a T-shirt for like $20 there, or like $15, which is already ridiculous. But
I think
But it hasn't reached that level of just absurdity
yeah,
that Gucci and all these other brands.
it's not even close. They hire kids in high school who look like they could be 22,
Those
but
are
are
the lead
actually 18.
salesmen. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like Hollister.
They sexualize minors.
Yeah, they
by
do.
putting them out front
I'm
of
not
the
even
stores
kidding.
models.
They do
Oh,
that.
no.
So
It's
does
really
Abercrombie.
just
It's
too
terrible.
much.
You remember that phase when Abercrombie would just hire kids to, assumedly not kids, but probably kids, just stand outside the door shirtless in like their tight ass jeans? Do you remember that?
Oh,
I remember going to New York once and like in like one of the
the Hollister New York one absolutely.
just people
has.
stand in the
Yeah.
display cases.
Instead of mannequins, they have live.
That's
just
taken-
people that they keep in cages in the back.
Take a note. Oh, I almost made a political joke. I'm not going to do it.
Don't do it.
Oh, it's right
God.
there.
Not
It's
yet, we're
right
not
there.
there
I'm
yet.
not. I'm going to leave it. Leave
Listen,
it.
this
It's
is
a
That was a
layup.
layup. I'm not going to take it. Oh gosh.
we're gonna segue like midway through this podcast into like the real aim of this whole thing,
Which is,
just a staunch political commentary.
yeah, honestly. Hey guys,
Lure you in with bad jokes
and
and then
hit you with a big one.
beat you over the head with a real hot take about politics that no one has.
Yeah. Don't you guys hate it when people like don't agree on things? I'm gonna retract that. That wasn't funny.
Don't you hate it when other people have opinions?
Yeah. Man. One like equals one fascism. Thank you.
Like
Can we be just a purely just fascist?
if
Like
you
that's those
communists.
we're fascists completely.
Yeah.
How long have we been going?
Too long. I haven't. We can still go for some long.
Haven't been recording.
I haven't been recording now. We have enough time. We can go for like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're good.
Because I feel like we've been going for a little bit.
Yep.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh man, I'm going over these lists and a lot of these are stupid.
Oh, I have a quick one.
Yep.
So we came back to film this record this podcast.
There's a live action sequence coming after this. A claymation.
You guys should see.
A podcast claymation.
Dude,
of
if I
just-
had enough money, I would forget filming. Claymation would be amazing.
I want to claymate The Dark Knight.
Is that the verb? Claymate.
Yeah. I'm not smart. What were you saying, Sam? I interrupted you. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. So we came back from like a quote unquote brunch that we had. We're just loaded up on that sangria.
Oh, so good.
Serrano.
very
Hookah
good.
Sangria. If you guys haven't been there, please check it out. It's the best
That
sangria
could
in the world.
have been juicy juice. I wouldn't have known.
That's the thing. It's so sweet.
was
You
really
don't even
yummy.
taste the alcohol.
And that leads me to the Capriccio
Oh my god.
bubbly sangria
All right.
thing. It's like
This
it's-
is old content, but
it
I'm
is
so
an
pissed.
artifact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I fill people in on this?
Please do.
It's just
So-
carpaccio with just a little
Yeah, so
sangria on it.
I think it.
So the
No, it's Capriccio.
It's Capriccio.
Yeah.
so the Twitterverse like not 3 weeks, like a month ago.
Yeah,
So I
about
was still
a
on
month and
campus.
change ago.
Yeah, a little over a month ago, the Twitterverse was like, "Yo, y'all be tripping. You need to see this." And so they post this picture of this bottle of sangria called Capriccio Sangria. It's black with polka dots. It looked like a disco ball. It was really cute. And they were like, "Hey, this thing is insane. I took a sip of this and I woke up happy. What happened?" And it's just this is the most insane sangria ever. And so I was like, "Cool. I like being an impressionable youth. I want to see if I can find some." This thing ceases to exist. Beck and I spent like a full day trying to find it because there was like a graduation party and we thought it'd be funny if we brought like a bottle of it. Whatever. I'm lying, but whatever. We went to like a Total Wine and like the Total Wine was empty. Like there was nothing in the Total Wine, just only kettle corn by the cashier, and then just a bunch of local stores and everything. It's gone, and they sold out of Total Wines in Miami too. You guys were telling me.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it anywhere. It
Yeah.
just kind of disappeared. It was like a collective. Apparently, and it just messes people up. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Just a mass hallucination. It never existed.
It seems,
as a man of science,
yeah. It seemed to me that someone just went to every liquor store and just bought them out and is just monopolizing Capriccio Sangria and selling
Yeah.
it for like an upcharge and just making bank off of teenagers with a phone.
Like selling it out of your like cul-de-sac garage.
Yeah.
with your jawbreakers.
I'm pretty easily frustrated because I'm not okay, but sometimes with Capriccio, that was like very, very frustrating. Like to just be so invested in something that doesn't matter at all, and just for it to crumble in front of you. Like me with the Argentine national team.
And we're back.
And we're back. Argentina, you are hurting me. I'm not okay. But yeah, that was rough. Whatever happened? Is it still gone? Like maybe if it's
I feel like the craze is over. It might be back. Worst case scenario, you just order it in.
yeah.
to the
No,
wine.
I tried to order it from. There's a DoorDash equivalent for bevies, and it was gone there too, for all of Boston.
Wow.
for
Yeah.
the city of Boston.
The city of Boston, none.
Wow.
It was insane
But the thing is, like now it is our mission to
to find some.
to
So
find some.
Capriccio executives, if you're listening to this podcast,
Admittedly.
Please just send us a 4-pack.
please send us a 4-pack. I will.
A 4-pack? Wait, what is this thing? Is it like a can?
It's like
You can get it in different sizes, but the popular one that
Is this like
blew
Four
up on
Loko?
Twitter,
No, it's just like a bunch of 12-ounce bottles or something like that.
it's been
Okay.
compared to Four Loko.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
I need to look this up.
the version of it that got popular on Twitter were just like these little 4-pack bottles. It's like,
I don't know anything about elk because I'm 12, but like this sangria has been spoken of like it's absinthe. That's just like fruity.
maybe. I mean, it has a pretty
I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw this before it got popular at Total Wine. Yeah.
Hipster.
and you missed the train, man.
Nobody's doing it.
Yeah. So
No, I mean, whatever. For this,
let's try it.
I'm down to try it. I'm absolutely down
If
to try
any
it.
of you-
I'll take a tongue dip.
If anybody listening has tried it, we
Oh my
need you.
gosh.
We need you to weigh in on it.
Yeah.
Or if you
What?
have some, please share.
Yes.
The name of this article covering Capriccio is fact check. Is Capriccio Sangria spreading HIV? What? What?
You know that probably just came about because some idiot at like a college party just passed the bottle
Stuck
around.
it in his bunghole and
Yeah,
then started
and
passing
then,
it around.
then pass it around,
Is
and
a bung bung bee
Oh,
bunghole.
that is
Yeah.
an awful.
that's a horrible image.
That's an awful visual.
Yeah,
Please, why did you share that with us?
I don't know. Cool. I want to talk 1 second about Dayland Mall. This is niche content, but I think it's relative. It can be related to any mall. There's always those one or two spots in the mall that have never been successful in the food court with whatever they put there.
That Churromania.
Churromania was great. I weep for Churromania. There's that spot next to the Chick-fil-A in Dayland. It's like the Latin Grill, Chick-fil-A, and then X. Or X is an unsuccessful business.
Oh, is it the one is in the corner?
Franchisees in Dayland are the dumbest people I haven't even met them.
Because that's like
I've witnessed their
only
work.
location.
They see that there's a Cuban restaurant, like right there. They're like, you know what we're gonna put here? A Cuban restaurant that has less recognition and that people have not had here for 15 years. These people, there was like an exclusively shrimp-based restaurant there, like 2 years ago.
We sell steamed shrimp.
The Prawn
in
Factory.
cups. That's
Yeah.
it.
You
Yeah,
mean Bubba Gump?
Yeah, whatever. No, not
But
that.
worse.
But worse.
So they had that, and then it didn't work out, and they put like
Bubba Dump.
they put like a sushi place, which doesn't make sense because there's like a Thai place and a sushi place like right there.
And the sushi's left just out.
Yeah, it's like 7-Eleven sushi. They just keep on like the tray and they scan it for you.
Boy, howdy, do I love some warm sushi.
But the latest one is they call it like Arepa Mania or something like that. They only sell arepas.
Have
Next-
you seen? There's Tequeño Mania now.
And
What?
There's a Tequeño Mania now.
where? In Dayland?
Which, number one, I think is the worst name. Like, it does not
Oh,
roll
you
off the tongue.
hush. Tequeños, you know. Okay.
No, Tequeños are amazing. I'm not knocking Tequeño. And I know we're going to one. I know we're going to have to go visit it now.
I'll go after this.
But that name is just, it's so bad.
Where is there one of these?
Tequeño Mania is on 117th and Kendall.
Ooh, it's by the Goodwill and the BJ's.
Yep, it's right by there.
I'm smart. I know my city. I find it very funny. There's just some areas that have just been deemed unworthy of success at Dayland since I was like 5. That Chick-fil-A has been there. The U.S. was colonized after that Chick-fil-A was built there. And now just all these dumb little, just like, we sell only snow cones here. Excuse me. Why are we out of business in 3 weeks? So, yeah. Regarding the Churromania, they took out the Churromania. You know what they put next to that Argentine grill?
What?
Another Latin grill. A worse branded
It's
Latin
the
grill.
Latin grill, the Argentina grill, Latin grill.
And then
Back
there's
to
like
back.
4 Asian food places
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the same. There's no. Yeah.
It kills me,
I get
And I
man.
can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
And then they had the Johnny Rock. Didn't they have like a Johnny Rockets?
They moved it.
It was a Johnny Rockets, and now it's something else.
It's
But
like
it's like
another
a sandwich shop.
American food place. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be more successful if they just took that empty space next to Chick-fil-A and made it another Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the most successful thing they could do with
Yeah.
it.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A got me through college.
I've had some sad times in my life. And
All of which have been remedied by Chick-fil-A.
by just not even by the food, just by
hit
one of the
deep
very
in that
kind
those
workers
nuggets.
there cuddling me and just allowing me to nap into their shoulder.
One
Yeah.
time, I just went and I gave them my money and they just like kind of like brushed my beard.
And that was
for
it.
me.
They kissed me on the forehead.
They rubbed like patchouli oil into my beard.
It's like Ash Wednesday except with like Chick-fil-A sauce.
It was
They just rub
it was such an intimate experience.
so moisturized.
Customer service,
I mean,
10 out of 10.
Every time a Chick-fil-A cashier says "my pleasure," I get a little like pep. I'm just like, "It is your pleasure.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome for
Yeah.
my service.
I gave you pleasure from saying thank you. I'm a person.
I am a god.
I'm a god.
I
Kneel
feel-
before me, Chick-fil-A.
I feel validated.
Chick-fil-A, I am your god.
Yeah. I always want Chick-fil-A most on a Sunday. Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure that
that's-
observation has been made before, but yeah.
It's human nature.
Mm-hmm. You guys wanna cut it here? This is
Yeah.
a very bland podcast,
Yeah,
but
towards
it's fine.
the end got bland.
Yeah, it's fine. We didn't have a whole lot going on this week, so
Yeah, it's a quiet week.
it's a
We don't
quiet
have
weekend.
enough to we don't have too much to rant about, and if
Unless-
we want to rant about
unless
the
we
World
want-
Cup,
Unless we want a Laney rant again. Episode 3.
no, no, I think we're good.
If you guys have anything you want us to talk about or anything of note, please you can DM us. This isn't worldwide. Like the only people who listen to this are like my neighbor and my parents.
That's
and
true.
And your neighbor and your parents. It may be bad because she's not lying to me.
Yes, if you have something you want us to talk about, feel free to at me or DM me on Twitter at SamPepper13.
That was shameless.
It was shameless.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not on Twitter, so at me at jsilva with 3 A's on Instagram.
At me on Instagram at Young Meat Cutlet.
Rich boy Quan.
Rich homie Quan. Rich homie Nick. I think that'd be really funny. I don't know if this will make sense if we have an advice column.
Oh, that would be great.
Yo, what's up?
Please send in all your questions.
My wife cut off my right nipple. How do I react to this? And it's just like taking it from there on.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
Ask Johnny.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I know people.
Ask Johnny segment.
Sediment. Sediment.
I know some of my coworkers. They like to give me ideas, and I appreciate it.
Let's
so
do it. Oh.
keep them coming.
Yeah.
Slide into them DMs.
Yeah.
All your
I'm
questions.
SamPepper13 across like all social media.
Sam's also single, so slide into those DMs, please.
Yeah.
Also, our Twitter. We have Pony Up Podcast has its own Twitter at Pony Up Podcast.
And we
check our Twitter.
We want to thank our sponsor, Cinnabon. Thank you, Cinnabon, for sustaining me in an airport.
The snack that smiles back.
Yeah, Cinnabon. All right, that's it. Thanks.
Peace.
Later.